What's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well. In this video I want to share my opinion on the video about Hussein. Some people are saying he's a fake natural, some people are saying he's natural. Is it achievable in 2 years, 3 years or not? I'll give you guys my opinion. All right, I saw him in real life. I competed same stage as him. All right, of course he smoked everybody at the show. He was the top, and I was one of the last ones. So it's not a video of me being salty and saying this is why I didn't win. Not at all, but I just want to give you guys my opinion if he is natural or not. And I'm a natural lifter, been training for over 13-14 years, so I've been around a lot of I'm around bodybuilders all my life, and bodybuilding is my life. So I think I have a pretty good opinion about the fact, and we can never be 100% sure. I'll give you guys what I believe, and you guys will do whatever you want with this information. All right, but as you guys know, the drama in YouTube gets more views, and I hope people go to my channel. Probably you'll see this video. If you're a new one on my channel, you can see that I also post a lot of informational stuff. And it's a little bit sad because you need to get on those waves of drama and stuff sometimes to get a little bit of views, but it is what it is. Hopefully you can watch this video and then go watch my last one where I speak about how nutritious potatoes are, all right, and red meat, steak, eggs, and all those stuff, all right, because I don't like too much drama, just because that's not me. But I will share with you what I believe, because I gotta give my opinion. I want to give my opinion. Let's jump straight into it. So I've been training for over 14 years. You guys saw my physique, and consistently with proper nutrition, proper diet, proper training, been coached many times. All right, so if someone would say, well, you don't even know what you're doing, I've been coached many times by IFBB pros and people that are big professionals, and these are the results that I got. Let's say I'm an average lifter that has average genetics. All right, so when I see a transformation like Hussein that got it in 3 years, gaining that much muscle, he started kind of pretty skinny, gaining that much muscle, lean, in 2-3 years, it blows my mind. Because when I started training, the first 2-3 years, personally, I was just messing around in the gym. I wanted to bench 100 kilograms. That was my goal, me and my friend. So the first 2-3 years, we were pretty much just trying to bench and just trying to lift heavy weights. We didn't even know what was mind-muscle connection, know how to connect with our muscle. We didn't even follow a proper training plan. So yes, I gained some muscle mass, but because whatever you do at this point is a good stress you're putting on your body. And I gotta say, my diet was not good at all. I gained a lot of fat along with that muscle mass. All right, so those were my first 2 years. It's not because I sucked at it that he necessarily has to go through a bad 2-3 years, but since I've been training and I've been in gyms and I've been hanging around in gyms, most people that I see, their first year doesn't really count. All right, because it's like, how long you've been training for? Oh, 1 year. Okay, yeah, well, you look still like you're just getting to the gym. You know what I mean? So the first year or two, so getting that much result in 3 years, it is very mind-blowing. All right, I've never seen it. And I saw Greg Doucette saying it's 1 in a million, but I've been in gyms for over a decade and a half, and I've never seen it. So, and I've seen more than millions of people, because you see people on Instagram all the time, you see people in real life. So it's not even 1 in a million. I would say if it's the case, it would be 1 in a billion and even more. So it's pretty, I've never seen it. So not even 1 in a billion. It's the first time I see someone getting that result naturally, lean, that much muscle mass, and kind of getting that muscle maturity and pop to it in 3 years. I've never seen it. All right, so this is the reality. I'm telling you my opinion. Second thing, some people say insane genetics. Well, someone that has insane genetics, I would believe personally that it's someone that without even weightlifting, just playing maybe soccer and doing a bit of pull-ups and being out in the nature, running, or just without necessarily doing much gyms, would have a good shape. And you can look at him and be like, whoa, if you would start going to the gym, you got crazy genetics. I've met few people that have really good genetics. They had better shape than me right now, and they just did calisthenics and maybe 2-3 workouts. They do a lot of running and stuff like that. And these people, I would say that's an insane guy with insane genetics. But when you see someone that starts a little bit skinnier on the hard gainer side, I wouldn't say it's it's good genetics, unfortunately, to build muscles, because then yeah, it's just, I don't believe that's good genetics. All right, I don't believe it's good genetics, and you can tell before someone starts lifting. Number three is they're using the argument of, we did a tested show, because I was at the show and nobody got tested. All right, from what I'm aware of, I've seen a lot of people, athletes. One of the guys that were there told me after that he wasn't even natural, and that he was not natural a year ago. So a lot of those kind of things happened. I don't believe that every single natural show they test, and the test that they do, if ever they do it, is cheap tests. I didn't see anybody getting tested. I did not get tested, and it's a bit sad, all right, because I know a lot of natural lifters that prepped for it for a long time, and it takes you maybe 16, 18, 20 weeks. Can you imagine all the cardio that you do, all the investment that you put, the food, paying a coach, paying the tanning? It cost me a lot of money, all right? Me, and I'm sure it did cost a lot of people a lot of money. Thank God I'm able to afford it, but imagine someone that is kind of doing this because it's really, he want to give it his all, and he want to win, and this and that, and really sacrificing so much, and then you end up competing with people that are not natural, and nobody got tested. It was a little bit like, I don't know, it didn't feel like it was pretty legit in terms of testing athletes if they're natural or not. This was a little bit disappointing, but for the argument saying, well, he did a drug tested show, it was a show in Toronto that, from what I'm aware of, nobody got tested, and we got charged for the test. They charge us 50 or 75 bucks for each category that you're competing in to be tested or not, to be tested, and they didn't test anybody. So if someone ends up watching this that works with them, well, if you guys are charging for the test everybody, because it would be, it's a better idea, and it would motivate a lot more natural lifters to do more. And now, last point is that his shape, Hussein, I believe it's achievable naturally. I really believe that shape, it's achievable naturally. If you see natural lifters like Adam Powell, Keefe West, a lot of French or UK 10-year plus training, natural lifting, those guys, they have a pretty comparable shape to Hussein, right? So I'm not saying his shape is unattainable naturally, because he doesn't have the craziest sign, the gyno or the crazy traps or the crazy rear delt or crazy signs. But in the time frame that he did it, it's a little bit suspicious. And going from the before and after, I believe if I would have to bet on it, I would not say that it's natural. If I would have to bet on it, I would say there's something that happened somewhere. I don't know what it is. Maybe let's give someone the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you're not aware of something you did or you took. I don't even know, because there's some supplements that you don't even know what's in them. All right, some people would put SARMs in supplements, and they'll tell you, yeah, this is just pre-workout and it has SARMs. I've seen some supplement store selling those kind of stuff. So I don't know, but if I have to put a gun on, if there was a gun on my head and I have to bet on it, I wouldn't think he's natural 100% or lifetime natural, or what we categorize as natural. All right, for me, a natural is someone that just takes, let's say, creatine, protein, vitamins and minerals, of course, nothing that alter your hormones, no SARMs, peptides, or all those stuff. All right, so I don't know if people are saying, yeah, I'm natural, but I use peptides, or I use this, or I use that. For me, natural is nothing that touches your hormones. What I take is protein powder, creatine. I take some vitamins and minerals, and now I'm taking Shilajit. All right, I'm experiencing with that. My friend Keon, thank you for getting me that. I'm sure he watches it because he watched my last video. So yeah, I don't believe it's natural, but I do believe that this shape is attainable naturally. For everybody that thinks that this is unattainable naturally, some guys have been training for over a decade and they've got better physiques than that. But guys, look at the people like Adam Powell, for example. Google him or go on Instagram. I look a lot at him because he's a natural pro bodybuilder, been training for over 13, 14 years. And his physique, I would say even Hussein has a better physique than him. And this guy, Adam Pao, all his life, he's a lifetime natural, dedicated to the sport more than me, more than so much. So someone doing this in 3 years, that this guy's been doing it 15 years, I can't really, I don't believe it personally. I don't believe it, but I don't want this to be like a salty video because me, I didn't win the show or whatever. I wouldn't even have won even if it was just natural lifters because I messed up in a lot of things. But yeah, so that's it. I wanted to say my take on it. And the last thing I want to say is that we're in times where people kind of want the easier stuff. I saw a bit of Hussein content and he says that he does a bit low volume. He doesn't do jump like he would say doing 4 sets got me bad results and doing 2 sets of each exercise got me more results. Training less got me more results. Doing less volume and just going to failure. A lot of people are using this go to failure but just do 2 sets. I don't buy into it, but people like it because people want to do a bit less. If you tell someone instead of getting $1 million in 10 years, you can get it in 2 years, people will want to believe the guy that's saying it's done in 2 years, even if it means they'll be a bit delusional just to make it a little bit faster, all right? And try different things and different approaches. I believe that there's nothing that will beat just staying consistent, and you gotta put the work in, you gotta do your cardio, you gotta diet. There's no easy way, and you need I always say over 10 years of natural training to get a decent shape, lean naturally. That's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you liked it, and go watch others of my videos where I talk more about nutritional stuff, trainings, and stuff like that. See you guys soon. Ciao.